This is a moment when the engine makers of the world need to pay attention. There's been a lot of concern about the future, more electric aircraft. And I'm with somebody now who's been taking a bit of time looking into that and coming up with a result. Charles Cuddington is the CEO of Derwent Aviation Consulting. A lot of us know him better from his time as managing director of the Rolls-Royce Airlines business. Charles, welcome to the program. Now, we're delighted to have you here at Finn talking to us about a new engine proposition. Tell us what it is.
Well, thank you, Alan. Yes, thank you for the opportunity. The new proposition is for a two-shaft engine, which is driven by both HP and the booster on it is driven by both the HP and the LP shaft. This is a unique package which we own, and it brings significant benefits to the engine business.
So what sort of benefits? What's different for it, and why should the engine makers sit up to know about this technology?
Well, the most important thing we found through our unique package with all the performance studies that we've done is that we can actually drive an embedded motor generator and produce a lot of electricity, and we can also put a lot of power into the engine. And the benefit for this is that we can actually look at a sensible hybrid aircraft in the not too distant future with large savings in particularly emissions, not only the fuel burn CO2, but very big savings in NOx, about half of what is produced today.
Okay, and that works when? I mean, how? Because you're talking about hybrid that can bring in the more electric engine. Is that a takeoff thing that you can reduce the amount of fuel used?
Yes, indeed. A lot of the future aircraft, of course, are looking at lots of electricity, but the battery technology today won't sustain a big aeroplane like an A320 for a very long flight. The advantage of our unique package here is that we can use batteries to assist the takeoff and climb, and hence that's where we save a lot of the emissions, and obviously that's where it's a great benefit. It's because of the battery technology, the usable range of this on the studies that we've done will be in the order of 800 to 1,000 nautical miles, and beyond that the battery weight starts to detract from the advantages.
So in terms of a lot of the regional type work that the A320s, the 737 type aircraft are doing, this could make significant savings as well as introducing the new technology of the more electric aircraft.
Yes, indeed. I mean, most of the world's flying is done by aircraft of 737, A320 size, so it's important to be able to address the emissions issues and cost issues around those aeroplanes. And what we're doing represents a significant bridge to the future concepts that a lot of other people have got for electrifying aeroplanes. This is something that we could start on now, and we could have potentially into service sometime in the middle to late next decade.
And how far have you got with it? Is it paper, or have you proven it on computer activities?
Yeah, we've certainly demonstrated all the aircraft performance on paper. We've done a program of work with the University of Nottingham, who have demonstrated the mechanical feasibility for us, and that was done under an Innovate grant from the UK government. And all the engine performance work was done by Aachen University in Germany. So we feel confident that all the paper studies we've done mean that the concept makes sense. And why we're here today and why we wish to talk to people like yourself is we need to raise the profile to make sure that we get the message out there and get people on board with this so that we can take it to the next stage of turning it into some hardware.
So the answer to your problems, it's out there.